Imagine a vehicle that could withstand bullets, navigate tough terrains, and transport soldiers through the most dangerous battlefields. What if I told you that such a vehicle not only existed but also served in some of the most critical conflicts of the 20th century? In this video, we will take a deep dive into the story of the FV603 Saracen, a 6x6 armored personnel carrier that became a symbol of military power and endurance. You'll discover how this machine not only safeguarded lives but changed the course of wars. Stay with us to learn about its unique design, the battles it conquered, and the surprising places it served. By the end, you'll understand why the Saracen was more than just an armored vehicle. It was a true game-changer in military history. The story of the FV603 Saracen begins in a time when the British Empire was facing growing unrest in its colonies. After World War II, Britain was struggling to maintain control in regions where rebellion was on the rise. The need for reliable, affordable armored vehicles that could protect troops in hostile territories became more pressing than ever. This is where Alvis, a British engineering company, stepped in with their expertise. Alvis was already known for producing military vehicles like the Dingo Scout Car and the FV601 Saladin armored car, which had proven effective in various conflicts. However, what the British Army needed now was a vehicle that could transport soldiers under protection and withstand guerrilla-style attacks. The result was the Saracen, a versatile 6x6 armored personnel carrier designed to move troops safely through dangerous environments. The Saracen had an unmistakable appearance with its boxy shape, large wheels, and formidable presence. At first glance, it didn't look particularly elegant, but it was built for function, not for beauty. Its purpose was to protect and move soldiers, and it did that job exceptionally well. The vehicle was fully enclosed, offering protection from small arms fire and shrapnel with its 16 mm thick rolled homogeneous armor, RHA. In a war zone, this kind of defense could mean the difference between life and death. Inside, the Saracen had room for up to 9 combat personnel, in addition to the driver and commander. Its interior wasn't luxurious by any means, it was cramped and utilitarian. But what mattered most to the soldiers inside was that the Saracen provided them with safety. For additional defense, the vehicle had hinged firing ports on all sides, allowing soldiers to fire their weapons while remaining protected. It also featured vision slits, so they could observe their surroundings. One of the key elements that made the Saracen stand out was its 6x6 wheel configuration. With 3 individual axles and steel-rimmed rubber road wheels, it could handle rough terrains that other vehicles struggled with. Each wheel position had shock absorbers, which gave the Saracen impressive off-road capabilities. Whether it was crossing deserts, navigating jungles, or rolling through urban environments, the Saracen could do it all. Powering this beast was a Rolls-Royce B80 Mk.6A 8-cylinder engine, capable of producing 160 horsepower. This engine gave the Saracen a top speed of 72 km/h on roads and 32 km/h off-road. It may not sound fast by today's standards, but for a fully armored vehicle in the 1950s, it was more than adequate. What was even more impressive was its operational range of 400 kilometers. This allowed the Saracen to travel long distances without needing to refuel, which was crucial in war zones. Another notable feature was the optional turret that could be mounted on the vehicle's roof. This turret typically held a .30 caliber machine gun, providing both offensive and defensive capabilities. In some cases, the Saracen was outfitted with water cannons for riot control. Whether in combat or in civilian unrest situations, the Saracen was adaptable, offering solutions for a variety of missions. The Saracen wasn't just a troop transport vehicle, it was also a versatile platform that could be adapted for other military roles. For instance, the FV604 variant was an armored command vehicle, providing a mobile command post for battlefield leaders. The FV610 was an armored command post used by artillery spotters, while the FV606 and FV611 were configured as battlefield ambulances. This adaptability made the Saracen invaluable in different types of military operations. One of the first major conflicts where the Saracen saw action was the Malayan Emergency, which lasted from 1948 to 1960. This was a guerrilla war fought between the Commonwealth Armed Forces and the Malayan National Liberation Army, a communist insurgent group. The Saracen played a critical role in transporting troops through the dense jungles and difficult terrains of Malaya, where traditional vehicles struggled to operate. During the Malayan Emergency, the Saracen was instrumental in helping the British maintain control. The vehicle's ability to withstand enemy fire and its mobility in difficult terrain made it the perfect tool for countering insurgent attacks. Its presence alone was enough to deter many attacks, as rebel forces quickly learned that they were outgunned and outmaneuvered by this formidable vehicle. The Saracen's success in Malaya led to its deployment in other conflicts around the world. It was exported to countries such as Australia, Brunei, Indonesia, Jordan, Kenya, Kuwait, Lebanon, South Africa, and Sri Lanka, to name a few. Each of these nations found the Saracen to be a reliable and versatile vehicle that could be adapted to their specific needs. Perhaps one of the most famous uses of the Saracen came during the Troubles in Northern Ireland. From 1967 to 1998, the British Army used the Saracen as a security vehicle to patrol the streets of Northern Ireland during one of the most volatile periods in the country's history. Its presence was a constant reminder of British authority, and it played a key role in maintaining order during riots and violent protests. The Saracen wasn't just a combat vehicle, it was also a symbol of power and control. In Northern Ireland, it became a highly visible deterrent to violence. Protesters knew that when the Saracens rolled into the streets, they were up against a machine that was nearly impossible to stop. This psychological impact made the Saracen as valuable for its deterrence as for its protection of troops. Another notable example of the Saracen's versatility was its use during the Lebanese Civil War from 1975 to 1990. The Lebanese army utilized the Saracen to navigate the dangerous streets of Beirut, where urban warfare and guerrilla tactics made conventional military vehicles vulnerable. The Saracen's armored protection and mobility made it an ideal choice for operations in this war-torn country. Although the Saracen has been retired from most modern militaries, its legacy lives on. The British Army officially retired its Saracen fleet in 1993, after over 40 years of faithful service. During its lifetime, approximately 1,838 Saracens were built, and many of them saw action in some of the most significant conflicts of the 20th century. The Saracen was more than just an armored vehicle. It was a symbol of British military engineering. Its adaptability, reliability, and affordability made it a favorite among soldiers and commanders alike. Even though modern armored personnel carriers have surpassed it in terms of technology and capability, the Saracen remains a testament to the power of smart design and functionality. Now that you've learned about the incredible story of the FV603 Saracen, its role in major global conflicts, and its lasting impact, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think vehicles like the Saracen still have a place in modern warfare, or have they been completely outclassed by today's advanced technology? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the fascinating history of military vehicles, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos regularly, exploring everything from tanks and fighter jets to the tactics that shaped the course of wars. And don't forget to like this video if you found it informative. We also encourage you to share this video with anyone you think would find it interesting, whether they're history buffs, military enthusiasts, or just someone who loves learning about incredible machines. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.